even dinnerware. Yeah. Okay, we are with Meredith Lawrence, and she's been joining me. Comfort cooking.
Yeah.
We've been cooking up a storm. Here's the thing I was saying I didn't remember we ever did was a 4-quart pressure cooker, a 6-quart, and an 8-quart. You get to choose 2 things, the size of your pressure cooker and the color of your pressure cooker. And we have black, red, and blue. Now, the first thing I want to just mention to everybody is that if you buy the 4-quart right here, that's $79 or 4 payments of $19.75. If you buy the 6-quart, it's $89, and that's 4 payments of $22.25. If you do the 8-quart, which we're digging in now, I can't wait to see what she's pulling out, that's $99 or 4 payments of $24.75. It is one of our top finds of the day, which means beyond the today's special value, it is absolutely one of the best values you can get. And so it's a terrific item. In fact, we're going to show you a value page in a moment, but look at this.
Look at this. Okay, so now I want to talk about pressure cookers for just a second. So a pressure cooker is a great way to cook for a couple of reasons. First of all, it infuses flavor into that food. So look at the tenderness we're getting. Look at all the flavor. Can you smell it?
Oh, honey.
Like, can you smell it? Like, it's incredible.
It's great.
And then on top of that great bonus of the fact that you're going to get great food, is that it only takes a third of the time it would normally take on the stovetop. So you're getting pot roast here. This is the 8-quart. This is a lot of pot roast, but I did not even fill this pressure cooker. I could have gone more if I wanted to. So the 8-quart is for those of you who have huge families to feed, or if you just want to cook, once and have like tons left over for the week, that's your pressure cooker. But a pressure cooker builds steam inside the pot, traps the steam so that it actually boils at a higher temperature, so it cooks faster, but it also really makes that food so very flavorful and tender.
So if they're wondering, well, I wonder if I should buy a 4-quart, a 6-quart, an 8-quart. You said the 8-quart is for really a bigger family, or if you like to make double batches, triple batches, and make it ahead.
But
what
keep in
about
mind,
a 6-quart?
Well, 6-quart is the most popular size that we have for sure. But keep in mind, you can do a small amount in a big pot too. So if you have the counter space room, go for that 8-quart and use it as much as you fill it up or don't fill it up.
Yeah.
This is a chicken Florentine. Now, Mary Beth, these recipes are from my cookbook.
Oh yes, I want to show everybody
Fast
this.
Favorites Under Pressure. This is a chicken Florentine with mushrooms and spinach. But look how beautiful and tender and moist that chicken is. That's what you get out of a pressure cooker. So you can do as little as you want in these cookers, or you can do as much as you want. 6-quart's the most popular size. That's probably a good size for families of 4 or more, 4 to 6 families.
And what about the 4-quart?
The 4-quart is great for families of 2, but you can still make meals for 4 or 6 people in a 4-quart, no problem. And all the recipes in this book will fit into a 4-quart. You can also use these recipes in a 6-quart, and you can also use those recipes, you can even double them for an 8-quart.
One quick thing I just have to say is that this cookbook is available for $15.96. It is Meredith's 3rd pressure cooker cookbook, and it's called Fast Favorites Under Pressure. And there's 108 recipes in here. Every time I have a pressure cooker, I always say, where's your cookbook? Because we need her cookbook. So pick that one up, Fast Favorites. But here's the thing I'll never forget. One time you said to me, what's the biggest reason to buy a pressure cooker?
Yeah.
And I said, save time. And you said, nope. It is, let's say it together,
the flavor. Absolutely, the flavor.
It's all about the flavor
So yesterday,
of the food.
I made a yellow split pea soup. I brought out the pressure cooker, probably the first time this season, but it was so good. The soup was so good, and I thought to myself, isn't that crazy? All I put in it were onion, carrots, celery, a bay leaf, some thyme, and the yellow split peas, and water. And it was amazingly flavorful, and I have to attribute that credit to the pressure cooker. Look at this. This is the 8-quart again in the red. I'm bringing out ribs here, and I am going and going and keep going, and there's so many ribs coming out of here. Now, of course, I could do less if I wanted to, but this is so great because this is cooked in a barbecue sauce, so the barbecue sauce takes on the flavor of the pork takes on the flavor of the barbecue sauce. If you really want to go crazy now, you could throw these on the grill for the last minute finishes.
But why? When you have that stacked up, nobody's gonna stop us to say, oh, let's throw that on the grill. Let's just eat.
Let's eat now.
I want to show you really quickly the graphic about the this is going to be helpful because when we have the 4, the 6, and the 8 quart, let me just say, the retail values, you can see them in the first column. Then you see our price, which is significantly less. And then we have the easy pay. So once again, if you're going to buy a pressure cooker, first of all, get it from QVC. It's CooksEssentials.
Right.
They've been around here at QVC for more than 20 years. They have sold like 18 million things or whatever it is. I don't know. But anyway, the fact is that you can trust this brand. Not only can you trust this brand, but you are going to find that it has, we'll walk you through how to use it and stuff, but there's 6 preset functions. There's a 4-hour keep warm function. Is that meatloaf?
That's meatloaf.
Oh
This is a
my
Dijon thyme
gosh.
meatloaf with a caramelized onion topping, and it is delicious. Now, you can see what I'm using here is some silicone. This is a separate purchase, Mary Beth.
Yeah.
It comes with a rack and an insert like this, but it's so fantastic to use. You can use any vessel in your pressure cooker that can go into the oven.
Wow.
So temptations, you can use in a pressure
you
cooker.
can.
Metal cake pans, you can use in a pressure cooker. But you can do things like meatloaf and make the most juicy, moist meatloaf you've ever made, and it takes about 35 minutes.
So can you walk us through the buttons and how
Sure.
easy this is to
Sure.
do? Because
I'll do that.
sometimes I think pressure cookers are a little intimidating.
Yeah, and they don't need to be. They really don't, especially a digital pressure cooker like this. Now you see a bunch of buttons, but really the only one you need to really understand right there is pressure cook time. You punch this one, sorry, I have to cancel that. You press this one, and you can see it adds time, right? So if you're following one
Is
of my
that minutes?
recipes, yep. You're
Okay.
following one of my recipes, and it says 10 minutes. That's all you do. You press the pressure cook time, you go it to 10 times, and then it starts by itself. It's going to say RRP. I have to tell you, I have no idea what that means, but it always does. So just let it go to RRP.
Don't worry,
And then
that's
when-
not error.
Right, and then when it gets to the right pressure, it starts counting down on its own. It regulates the pressure. You don't have to change the temperature. You don't have to do a thing. When it's
walk away.
finished, it actually goes into a keep warm phase, and you can, wait until everybody's home to eat dinner if you want. This
Yeah.
is my favorite pasta. It is a Italian sausage rigatoni with
Is that what you had on the
yes,
table?
it is indeed. I don't know. Can I
think
twist?
have
Can
to
I twist
try
your
that.
arm?
Absolutely.
So, and this went from dry pasta. So
Yeah.
I put dried pasta in here, along with the sausage, the artichokes, the sun-dried tomato, 7 minutes, and then it's done. So I didn't have to boil water, drain it,
yeah.
strain it, make a sauce separately. It all went in here.
That's amazing. And that's really why a pressure cooker is so great. But the other thing is that you have to have liquid in there. That's the whole thing.
You have to have a cup of
some
liquid.
A cup of liquid or more. I'm going to taste this while you tell me
Yeah, so
just
this
what you're pulling out there.
It's my chunky chicken chipotle chickpea chili, which is a very long alliteration. But look at that. That's delicious. And this is the season we're coming into right now, where we're going to want to have
Yes.
our big pastas,
Hot dish.
our chilies, things like that. That's a delicious chili. I think that's going to be my lunch today.
Speaking, this is delicious.
Thank you, thank
Oh my
you.
goodness. By the way, I just want to ask too, if you wanted to make chili, would you put raw hamburger in there?
Yes.
Or would you put cooked hamburger?
No, raw hamburger in there for sure. And you would just go ahead and add all your vegetables. Now this has a brown setting as well. So you can brown your vegetables first if you want to. You can brown your meat first if you want to. Then go ahead, add your liquid, add your tomato, and the rest is just pressing buttons and then waiting for it to be done. It's like somebody else cooked for you.
And it's super, super safe. I
Yes.
mean, it's plug in, set the time, and walk away. That's really what it amounts to. Very, very simple. I know you have deviled egg